Hi friends, I'm Stephanie from Wilton, and we have received tons of requests to see the checkerboard cake pan, so you ask and we answer. That's exactly what I'm going to show you today. Although I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to do the traditional black and white checkerboard. I'm going to do kind of a bit of a tie-dye effect. So the great thing about this pan is you can switch up colors, you can even switch up flavors. You can make a cake as unique as the person you are making it for. So we're going to want to start by preparing 3 box mixes of white cake mix. Now, if your box that you're using has an option for egg whites only, I highly recommend that because we're going to be coloring the batter. So we're going to begin by dividing our batter into 6 different bowls. It's going to come out to about 1 3/4 of a cup each. Now that we've divided our batter into 6 different bowls, we're ready to color it. I'm going to use Wilton's Color Right system. Now the great thing about this system is you can get virtually any color. It also comes with this handy little QuickCount color formula chart. I'm going to be using the Bright and Bold palette because I want a very vibrant color. So I'm going to start with purple. That takes 20 drops of pink and 2 drops of blue. Our next color is 36 drops of red, which is of course red. So next we're gonna do blue, which is 40 drops of blue. Our next color is green, which is 16 yellow and 2 blue. I am loving how these colors are looking. So our next one is teal, that is 8 blue and 2 yellow. Just one color left, and that is yellow, which is 10 yellow and 2 orange. All right. Yellow is done. We are ready to fill our pans, but first we are going to put each of these batters in a decorating bag. The checkerboard cake pan comes with this handy little ring dividing set, and when we fill the pan, we want to keep the batter in this ring separate from the batter in this ring, so it really helps to use a decorating bag so you can really control where the batter goes. It's a lot easier than just spooning the batter in. You can always do that, but this option is a lot easier. So I'm going to use the Perfect Fill batter tip to keep my project nice and clean. So you prepare this bag like you would any other coupler. Just drop the bottom half in, narrow end down, and I'm going to push it as far as it will go without forcing it too much. And I'm going to mark it with my scissors right below the first thread. I'm going to pull it back, and right where I marked, I'm going to cut. And then unlike a normal coupler, this you don't need a tip for. This is just, it's just the coupler. There we go, we're ready to go. And I'm gonna use this pint glass right here, and I'm gonna put my bag in there and fold it over. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's a lot easier to just pour your batter in, and this way you don't need like 3 arms to do it. All right, so we're gonna take it and pour the batter in nice and clean. And with my other hand, I can use my spatula to make sure I get the full amount of batter in there. Ooh, it's coming over the side. That's okay, we got it. Saved it. Now we have our perfect batter tip to keep our batter from coming out the bottom, but to keep our batter from coming out the top when we're not using it, I'm gonna use a bag tie. Now before we start putting our batter in, we wanna, of course, spray our pan so our cake actually comes out. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna put my ring in there, and you want to center it as much as possible. And I'm gonna grab my purple batter, and I'm just gonna start doing little blobs. There's no rhyme or reason to where I'm doing this. We want it kind of random, just like a tie-dye. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to my red. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. And then I'm gonna take a toothpick. I'm gonna swirl all that color together. For our next section, I'm gonna do blue and green. I'm gonna do the exact same thing, just a blob here, a blob there. Okay, I'm gonna switch out to my green. For the last section, I'm gonna do teal and yellow. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and lift up the ring and just make sure you pull it up straight because you don't want any of the batter to mix. Okay. Awesome. Before we fill our next pan, we want to make sure the ring is nice and clean, so I just ran it under some hot water just to clean off all the batter. Okay, so for our next cake, I want to stagger the sections so you get that checkerboard look. So I want to make sure on the last cake I did red and purple, blue and green, teal and yellow. So now I'm going to start with blue and green on the outside. And you notice I'm using my hand to hold the ring steady, so when I'm mixing it with the toothpick, I don't accidentally knock the ring and spill some batter. So I'm gonna do teal and yellow in the middle for this one. Go ahead and give that a swirl. And then our last section is gonna be the purple and red. Okay, we're gonna take our ring out. It's very important to take out your ring because it's plastic. You don't wanna put that in the oven. We're gonna pull it up straight, keep the batter divided. Okay, now for this one, we are gonna start with teal and yellow on the outside. And remember, you don't want any overlapping of the colors. So if you forget what color was on the outside of your last cake, just look at your last cake as a reference. So for the middle of this one, we need red and purple. And then finally, we are gonna end with our blue and green in the last section. We're gonna remove the ring straight up and down. Okay, all right, perfect. Oh, I am so excited. These are gonna look so cool. So we're gonna bake these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes. Our cakes are done. Now we're ready to level and fill them. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my cake leveler here. All right, I have it right at the position I want it. So I'm gonna hold my hand on top and just saw back and forth. Okay, now the top of the cake looks really cool, but just wait when I take the crown off. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? I am so happy with how these turned out. I am ready to fill them and ice them with white icing. And I'm doing that on purpose because I want to keep the filling and the outside kind of plain just because the inside is so colorful. Very gently lay that on top here. Okay, and our final layer, just put that gently on top. All right. Go ahead and ice it now. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I wish you could like smell it through the camera. It smells so good. Okay, now that our cake is iced, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some sprinkles on there because let's face it, all cakes are a little bit better with sprinkles. I have a mixture here of, I have some blue and pink and yellow jimmies, as well as some purple and pink and white nonpareils. So just like the inside of our cake, I'm just gonna randomly just put them on there. And this project can get a little messy. Okay. Now is when all of our hard work pays off, when we finally cut into the cake. That is the big wow factor with this pan, is when you finally cut into it. Seriously, make this cake at your next event and just wow your friends. I hope you had as much fun watching this video as I did making this cake. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel so you get access to all of our videos. And if there's any other projects you'd like to see from us, please leave it in the comments below. I'm Stephanie, thanks for watching.